going to make habits anyway, so they're either going to be the ones that you just make naturally, or they're going to be purposeful ones.
Okay.
So this first week, 1 week, I'm going to be laser focused on this. They're in your mouth 22, 23 hours a day. You eat, you put them back in, boom. If you can't brush your teeth, rinse with water, plain water, pH 7, neutral water, not seltzer, liquid, any kind of infused water, plain water. Swallow and then put them back. What does that do? It washes the sugar off your teeth, because everything we eat basically has some element of sugar.
Yeah.
Bacteria that live in your mouth eat the same stuff that you eat. The byproduct that they secrete is acidic.
Yeah.
Acidic byproduct is what causes cavities ultimately. When you rinse, you don't give the bacteria anything to eat, and you also neutralize the pH in your mouth.
Right.
So the acidity does not cause any demineralization. You can also, if you want to, there are little wipes that you can buy that I use for my son, that you can just like kind of wipe your teeth with them, and they have xylitol. Xylitol kills bacteria that cause cavities. Aligners. They sit in your mouth 22 to 23 hours a day, so they basically come into very close contact with your body for many, many hours, much like an article of clothing that comes into a very intimate contact with your body for many, many hours. So if you were going to wash your socks in between wears, definitely clean your aligners in between wears. You can put them in the little cleaning crystals and let it sit. When you run out of those, you can get denture cleaner tablets, split it in half, and put it in a cup when you have dinner. Let it really, and then give it a brush because it'll just remove all the gunk, and then rinse. That'll keep them really clean. Do it daily for yourself. Please bring all your trays to every single appointment. I know it's a little bit annoying. It's not necessary every single time, like for me, but in short, if we need to do something to them while you're here and you don't have them, we're going to make you come back. Right? So if you don't have them and I want them, then you're going to come back and we're going to make changes to them. So if you don't have them and we want them, you're going to have to make another trip. Please save all of them for two reasons. One, finally, we can recycle them because there's a crazy amount of plastic, and we want the world to continue. So save them, bring them, and then we recycle them like responsibly, because it's technically medical waste, right? So it has to be recycled in a certain specific way. We can do that now. I'm very happy for that. The other reason is when patients throw out their aligners, annoyingly, they end up having something happen that they need it again. For whatever reason, when you've done something irreversible is when you wish you had not done that thing. So just please save them and then we'll recycle them. Elastics. Switch them out often. So with elastics, 1 equals 3. Meaning for every 1 hour that you don't wear them, you lose 3 hours of having worn them. So it's really essential that you do it consistently. As often as you're wearing the aligners, you're wearing the elastics. It's not going to be for the rest of your treatment, but until I say otherwise, if you are consistent, then you will end up stopping elastics sooner, per my instruction. Massaging. So every time you put your trays on, I want you to quite literally squeeze the attachment and the aligner together over the whole length of the tooth like that. Like if my knuckle is the attachment, I want you to like really squeeze, and if this is the gum, into here. There's a part right here that is the weakest part of the aligner that I really need to make sure is fully like engaged in the tooth. So when you put the aligner in, most people will just go tick, 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 like vertically, and that's basically like this. It's on, right? It's gonna work well, right? So this, going around and making sure, it really ensures that it's actually working all the way as opposed to most of the way. And that's, again, the way that we're going to be able to achieve the results that I promised you we could achieve in the consult room over there. So, please scan. Scan for the protocol. Usually it's weekly. It depends. If you have questions about anything having to do in the clinic, you can message us that way. We're always on it. If you lost the tray, anything having to do with your teeth, your treatment, message us that way. We'll help you figure it out. But please scan because we can see what's going on. Once patients stop scanning, often that's when things started
Yeah.
kind of go off the rails, and then they take years longer than they should. This is just like the way to keep you on track and get you done.
Yeah.
Because I know you don't want to be in aligners
No.
for a long time.
Yeah.